Have to fix the public record.
Good evening and welcome to the November 15th, 2016 San Bruno Planning Commission. Roll call, please.
Chair Biasotti.
Here.
Vice Chair Kayal.
Present.
Commissioner Chase. Commissioner Johnson.
Here.
Commissioner Mishra.
Here.
Commissioner Peterson.
Here.
Commissioner Samud.
Here.
Thank you.
And would Commissioner Peterson lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you for honoring the flag.
Okay. Item 1, approval of minutes for October 18th.
Through the chair, I move that we approve the minutes of October 18th.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I'd like to abstain. I didn't.
Okay, and we have one abstention.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Item 2, communications.
There are no additional communications this evening.
Thank you. Item 3, public comment for items not on the agenda. Is there anyone here who'd like to speak to the commission about something that is not on the agenda this evening? Okay. We'll close that and move on to item 4, conflicts of interest. Anyone? No? All right, in that case, we'll move right into public hearings. Item 5A, 3100 College Avenue. Staff report, please.
Thank you, Commissioners. So this is a request for use permit to allow the construction of a two-story addition that would add 750 square feet of living area to the existing single-family home. The reason why the applicant's applying for the use permit is that the addition would result in a cumulative increase in gross floor area by greater than 50%, be 69% total. Staff recommends the Planning Commission approve use permit 16-008 on findings 1 through 6 and conditions 1 through 23. And as for the project description, applicant's proposing a 750 square foot two-story rear addition. Part of the addition would take an existing great room which has legal ceiling height of over 15 feet, expand that up to just over 16 feet, and add an additional story, a second story to that piece, and then add an addition adjacent to that, resulting in the 750 square foot addition. And when you add that to a 2002 edition, which was 548 square feet, it gives you 1298 square feet, which is 69%. In terms of overall staff analysis for the project, main concerns were landscaping in the front yard. You can see in Exhibit B, there's photographs of the home. And when staff conducted a site visit, we worked with the applicant to come up with a revised landscaping plan that we hoped would satisfy the Planning Commission tonight. When we brought this project to the Architecture Review Committee meeting, as you'll see on page 2 of the staff report, there were a couple concerns, and first, as I'd mentioned, was the landscaping. The recommendation was for the applicant to bring back a full landscaping plan. They resubmitted the project since then with a full landscaping plan and revised the scope of the landscaping to include some of the existing landscaping to bring that up to standards that staff felt were acceptable for front yard landscaping. Additionally, for building comments, there were comments to show chimney on the drawings, consider adding a window to the left side to the front elevation of the house to provide balance. Staff worked with the applicant to achieve that recommendation, and to add a belly band to add architectural detail to the house, wrapping around the back and the side of the house. The applicant submitted revised landscaping plan and submitted revised plans that addressed all of the Architectural Review Committee's comments. And so with that, staff's recommendation is for the Planning Commission to approve the use permit 16-008 based on findings 1 through 6 and subject to conditions of approval 1 through 23. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. This concludes my staff report.
Thank you. Any questions for staff?
I have a question.
Commissioner?
On sheets A3, A4, and A5, there's some detail I'm trying to understand. They're referred to as a pro-post front elevation, pro-post rear elevation, pro-post right elevation, and so on. There's 9 uses of that term. Is that a architectural or a construction detail, like a trade name, pro-post?
So through the chair, I guess the question was proposed, P-R-O-P-O-S-T, it should actually indicate P-R-O-P-O-S-E-D, as in proposed. Proposed with E-D at the end.
So it's 9 misspellings. Did you notice that during your review?
The nature of my review as a planner in the Community Development Department is to assess projects based on architectural compatibility, conformance with the residential design guidelines and the municipal code. But I would welcome any additional comments from the planning commissioners at this time if they'd like us to provide additional review for spellings as well.
You mean literacy?
Through the chair, if I could,
Thank you.
we apologize for that oversight. So clearly, as Mr. Peterson, Commissioner Peterson pointed out, there was an oversight. We apologize for that. It should have read proposed as the staff planner indicated. We'll correct that, have that corrected in the drawings going forward. And again, we apologize.
Thank you.
And through the chair?
Commissioner?
I should have started out with another point, and that is that the staff report is excellent. It covers the material well. The explanation is good. And I was just led astray by that repetitive word. Thank you.
Matt, I had one question. Was the landscape plan submitted? The revised landscape plan? Oh, awesome. Thank you. I got it. Anyone else?
Through the chair,
Commissioner?
a couple questions. On conditions of approval number 7, it refers to the Uniform Building Code. Is there a reason why California Building Code was not addressed? I see it everywhere else.
Again, I would say that it should be the California Building Code that will be corrected.
Great, thank you. And then number 10, the FAA notification approval. Is that required for all projects in San Bruno, or is that restricted to the projects that are in the flight path?
It is essentially for generally all projects within the city of San Bruno, I would say.
Okay, so this would be a standard comment.
It is a standard condition at this point.
Through the chair?
Commissioner Peterson?
There's a large portion of San Bruno that has nothing to do with the flight plan. Does FAA blanket San Bruno with that interest?
Commissioner Peterson, what we've been told through the FAA is that most of our area is within their area of concern. Typically with projects like this, we bring it to the attention of the project architect applicant to check in with the FAA to see if indeed the project being proposed is within the FAA's jurisdiction. And in this way, we try to assure that we're covering all proposed projects that come forward for entitlements. And it's up to the applicant or the applicant's representative to confirm that they've checked in with the FAA to meet the FAA standards.
Thank you. So it's basically there's a possibility, and it's really the applicant's responsibility to determine whether their project falls under that requirement.
That is correct.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Much clearer.
Anyone else? Jeff? Any questions? Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, at this point, we'll open up to public comment, and if the applicant would like to step to the podium and give us your name and tell us about your project.
Hello, my name is Echo Liu, and I'm the project manager for this project. And the reason for this addition is because the family size change of my client. They have a new baby, and also the father they have the gastric cancer, so they have to move in, live with my client. That's what we need. This additional 750 square feet addition. So I really hope the commission can approve this addition, so we can help the family to overcome all of those difficulties. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for the applicant? No? Okay, thank you. Is there anyone from the public who would like to speak on this? No? Okay, then we'll close public comment and move it back to the commission for a motion or conversation.
Through the chair, I'd like to move that the Planning Commission approve use permit 16-008 based on findings 1 through 6 and subject to conditions of approval 1 through 23, including amended condition 7 reflecting California Building Code.
Do we have a second? Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the motion is approved and there's a 10-day appeal period. Thank you. Item 6A, city staff discussion.
Chair Biasotti, under staff discussion tonight, would just like to bring to your attention that there will be a second community facilities forum that will be held here in the Senior Center later on this month on November 30th. The purpose of that forum is really to collect community input regarding various facilities that are being considered by the San Bruno Community Foundation and the City of San Bruno as we move forward with the restitution funds and how some of those funds should be spent, the funds that were received from PG&E after the tragic gas line explosion and fire in 2010. Approximately $50 million has been set aside for possible capital projects here in San Bruno. The foundation, the San Bruno Community Foundation, and the City of San Bruno are looking at the variety of projects described as follows: a possible library, new library, a recreation complex, a swimming pool, and/or a community center. The idea of this forum really is to receive input from the community as to the priorities the community may have for any one of these projects: library, recreation complex, pool, or community center, or some combination of those facilities. The first forum was held on the 26th of October. The next forum will be held on November 30th between 6:30 and 9 p.m. here in the Senior Center. And thereafter, the information gathered from the public will be put together, and the team working on this will then present to the City Council and the San Bruno Community Foundation the findings in terms of what the priorities might be for moving forward with one or more of these projects. Thank you.
Thank you.
Through the chair.
Commissioner Peterson.
When the team presents to the city council, does that mean the team will determine what the apparent priorities are?
The team will present a summation of what information is gathered from the public and what the priority or priorities seem to be coming from the San Bruno community in terms of use of the approximate $50 million and these 4 key capital projects. At the meeting on the 30th of November, there will be discussion about, is there an opportunity to perhaps combine these uses, these facilities, or phase them? While $50 million, approximately $50 million, is a lot of money when you think about these individual projects, The fact is, the combination of projects we're discussing here could cost far more than $50 million. So there will be a need to prioritize, perhaps combine or phase the projects over time. Another possibility would be to look at other funding sources to supplement the $50 million to try to achieve a larger vision or more of these projects.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. The next item would be selecting the December 15th Architectural Review Committee members.
So we have Commissioner Peterson, who's volunteered. Thank you. And Vice Chair Kayal. Commissioner Johnson, are you?
I'll do it.
Are you volunteering?
No, I'll do it.
I'm happy to be a backup. It's night of our
Okay.
children's Christmas performance at school.
Okay. Chair Biasotti, are
I'll
you
do
the third member?
I
But I
nominate
can't be a
Commissioner
backup.
Chase as a backup.
There you go. Commissioner Chase can be the backup again this time. All right, we have our members selected, so without further ado, we are adjourned.
You did it.